Hello, everyone. It's Friday. It's Tag Team Day, and it's Bully Boy Carter's pick this week of Earthquake and Typhoon, the natural disasters. Where did they rank on your top 20 list?
You know what? I don't think they were in it. But I'm kind of a bit disappointed in myself because I'm keep thinking of these teams that I didn't put in there, and I'm like, why the fuck didn't I think of them? Like, it's fucking hard, isn't it? I'll do another list, and it'll be different.
There's too many to choose from, and you can't pick one for, you can't say, you know, Power and Glory are a great power team and miss off fucking five other fucking teams that do the same thing. But then some are better for, like the Rockers are speedy tag team specialists, like they were called. Like they were the kind of like the first team in the WWF to be called that. But like way before that, there was the Killer Bees that were doing the same fucking thing. So you can't pick one for one reason, and then not every fucker for the same reason. Do you know what I mean? It's really hard, isn't it?
It is a difficult one. I tried to blend it, have a bit of everything in there, like high flyers, power teams, and everything. It's a hard list to make.
So the natural disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, both were in the WWF at the time. June 91, Jimmy Hart on Superstars said that he'd hired Andre the Giant to form a tag team with Earthquake. And then in an interview with Mean Gene, Andre denied it all. Quake got pissed off and attacked Andre with a megaphone.
Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid, actually.
Then there was the Nasty Boys and Earthquake against the Bushwhackers and Typhoon.
Mm-hmm.
And Typhoon did the old fucking double cross on the Bushwhackers and joined Jimmy Hart. Hence the team was born. So like June 91. Couple of months later, it'll be the natural disasters against the Bushwhackers with Andre in the corner at SummerSlam 91. That was the first sort of pay-per-view appearance. 92, they turned face to feud with Money Inc., where they won the tag team championships. Also wrestled the Nasty Boys, the Beverly Brothers, several others. They were also tag team champions of SWS in Japan.
Right.
That ran shows, with the WWF.
Yeah.
By 93, start of 93, the team was starting to show signs of splitting. Royal Rumble 93, Quake entered the ring where Typhoon was already in the ring and immediately started battering Typhoon.
Right.
Yeah, in the Rumble of 93. Quake left the WWF, though, before they could sort of have a blow-off match. Which is a shame, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd have been all right, that.
Would have been all right, that, wouldn't it, Quake versus Typhoon? And Typhoon left not long after anyway to go to WCW to do the old Shockmaster thing. The reunion was 2001 for WrestleMania 17 for the Gimmick Battle Royal, where Typhoon was tugboat. But I fucking love that Battle Royal.
Yeah,
that was like, it was different, wasn't it? And it was nostalgic.
That's
you saw everyone in it, and you had a fucking memory of each person. It was wicked. So they weren't around that long.
No.
Sort of June, July 91 to sort of January, February 92. 93, sorry. But they're very memorable. Like we said before, we said about, I can't remember who it was, but it could have been, it was Rude, wasn't it? That, it was only in the WWF for 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Made that much of an impression. And these are the same, really, aren't they? Yeah, so we watched 4 of each, four matches of theirs. What was your first?
Right, I've not done them in order.
Right, I've done the first 3 in order.
Right.
But the last one I haven't, and I'll explain why when I got there. So the last one, in essence, is the first one, but
right.
I don't know why.
Well, my first one, I'm just having a look here. I don't know if I've got the dates on all of them. The first one is 12th of December, 91.
Okay.
And it's for that SWS and WWF thing. It's in Japan against LOD.
The Doom one.
Yeah,
I've got that.
Oh, you've watched that one as well. What one's
quite enjoyable? That.
Yeah, it was very. What have I put on? Yeah, I've wrote it was.
A whole fucking page on that bad boy.
Well, I ran out of paper in my old book, so I bought a new book, and it's fucking like like quarter the size. So I'm fucking trying to write everything on it. Like I used to write on A4, and now I'm writing on this shitty little thing. So like 72 pages or something. But yeah. So is that your first? What match is that? What number's that on
That
yours?
was my second one. I did one first. Shall I
Alright,
do the one first?
Yeah, you do the one first then.
I'll do the one first, and then I'll leave that one to you.
Right, okay.
My first one was September '91, so a couple of months before, versus Joe Milano and Martin Roy. Now I chose this one. I understand it's a squash match with two fucking JOBers, but I chose this one because Joe Milano. When I was a kid, I went to Butlins, Skegness,
Mm-hmm.
holidays with my mum, and there was wrestling on there, and Joe Milano was on it.
All right, okay.
The Halloween Havoc or something, and he had like red tights on with fucking bats on and a white face and fucking all this. But it was
What
Joe
year was
Milano.
that?
So,
What
so
year?
I chose
What year would that have been? Like when?
93 maybe.
Yeah.
It was a fucking. They used to have wrestling twice a week at Butlins, and there was wrestling at the embassy in Skegness as well. So that one week I was there, I saw 3 shows. So for me, as fucking super fan, it was fucking brilliant. You know,
Yeah.
it was 2 Dixon shows, All Star shows at Skegness, Butlins, and then it was a Dale Martin show, Crabtree show at the embassy. So yeah, fucking 3 shows in a week for me, being super fan at fucking 14 years old. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
I've met Earthquake and Typhoon as well.
Right. Yeah. Remember you
And they were
saying.
like Earthquake, I met at probably 99, 2000 ish. And I was in the queue to get into a Dixon show at the Alexander in Birmingham.
Right.
And Brian Dixon came walking past and he saw me, and I knew him from working at Butlins anyway.
Right,
And he
yeah.
said, "Oh, ticket." And I was like, "No." He said, "Oh, come in." And I sold his programs.
All right.
And Earthquake was on it. And I managed to get in the dressing room on the quick, like, and I got a picture of stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then Typhoon I met a couple of years ago in Swindon Comic Con. Bushwhacker Luke got us tickets for Swindon Comic Con. And he was there as well. And Harry Smith and Brit Beefcake and SoCal Val. But fucking Typhoon was wicked. Joe Milano and Martin Roy. Vince and Piper are doing the commentary. Jimmy Hart's jackets are fucking brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like,
they are.
Must have fucking thousands of them, and everyone that he managed, he had a different jacket for. It seemed, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was from Superstars. It had like, you know, when the promos and stuff come on, or there's 2 screens with the instant replay. You had the Superstars logo, but over the top of it was sort of the Maple Leaf Wrestling logo. So it must have been the Canadian version of Superstars, if you know what I mean.
Right. Okay.
The LOD promo came up on that, and they were talking about, you know, these 2 fucking dudes that they were about to wrestle, sort of thing. So Quake and Martin Roy start straight to the corner, the fucking squashes and the kicks, and he's fucking hammering him. Big fuck off atomic drop, elbow drop to the back, and then he walks over him to tag Typhoon. Typhoon comes in, literally sends him off the ropes and shoulder blocks the fuck out of him. Quake's back in now, and they do the double squash in the corner, you know, where fucking Typhoon goes in first and then Quake comes in after him. Fucking have some of that. Milano comes in to help and he's sent straight out of the ring. Earthquake does a power slam, and then the Earthquake actual fucking splash Earthquakey city bum on the chest thingy. That's the finish. I watched it to see Joe Milano, to be fair, because he was the one I saw as a kid, and he literally came in to get thrown out of the ring. So it was a fucking easy night for him, wasn't it? Probably had like 4 other matches that night, but that's not the point. But that one was easy. I bet when he saw that, he was like, "Fuck me, I'm wrestling 2 fucking 400-pound beasts," and then and they go, "Oh, we'll get the heat on this Martin Roy fella." Yeah, fucking have that. That they dominated these dudes, or Martin Roy at least. But it was fun. It was good to see, and it was, some of it was unique. Like the walking over and the fucking double squidge and all that stuff. So yeah, wicked. So over to Japan for 12th of December '91 for you.
Yeah, this was really good. This wasn't fucking LOD came out to fucking Black Sabbath as well, didn't they?
Yeah,
Like not there. Yeah.
And they announced Quakers Earthquake John Tenter.
Yeah, I've wrote that down as well, to be fair. Right, yeah, so they start by having a bit of a fucking shoves and strikes and a bit of a fucking, like just a slugfest, and they end up getting LOD end up throwing them out the ring, don't they, early on? Then they go straight out.
It was a bit of a fucking Cactus Jack Terry Funk fucking outside the ring shit start, wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it? And you what?
It was all going on. Tables were getting flung and all sorts of shit.
Fuck, it was. There's fucking all sorts going on in this, and then Typhoon and Hawk start with a tie up, and they do like the strong tie ups with the fucking breaks and stuff. There's a real good fucking spot like fairly early on. I don't know if you like wrote it down or anything, but it goes from the blind tag spot. It almost goes a little bit pear shaped, but you know what I mean, where Hawk's got him in a headlock.
Catches Animal.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was a cool spot, like I thought. So he blind tags Animal, then Hawk gets shot off. Typhoon sleeps. Hawk over him, then Animal gorilla presses his own partner Hawk onto Typhoon, who catches him, and then fucking drop kick Hawk in the back, doesn't he? And but it's kind of funny because because Hawk wasn't the legal man at this point, was he? Because Animal just got the blind tag, but Hawk ended up going on him, and he ended up getting a 2 count, even though he wasn't the fucking legal man, because he just made the blind tag, which I thought was a bit odd. But it's Japan, so I don't know what the fuck they do over there. To be fair,
don't mean shit, does it? Don't mean shit anywhere, does it?
Not really. No one gives a shit. But yeah, I did pick up on that. And where are we? Yeah, so we got a.
This was a 2-parter. This for me. I don't know.
Yeah, it was actually. I thought it was like a 1-parter, and then when it stopped, I was like, there better be a fucking part 2. It's like, you know what I mean?
I thought it had to be 2 because it was like 2 like 6 minutes, and I thought they're going to be longer than 6 minutes. The fucking entrances are going to be fucking 6 minutes, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, Hawk hits a fucking double shoulder tackle from the top. Fucking Earthquake and Animal end up in the ring together. They do that fucking Earthquake does that fucking sumo fucking stance, doesn't he? And the fucking crowd are popping for that. Like fucking, I've never heard the Japanese so fucking loud. But yeah, he does that. And then fucking Animal does it, don't they? And they fucking charge at each other like a fucking old sumo situation. No one moves. I think they do it a couple of times actually. Ends up with a double fucking clothesline, and they both fucking boom. Back and forth a little bit. Give Hawk the heat. Yeah, Earthquake throws Hawk through the ropes. Fucking. Oh yeah, where are we? So. Fucking, I'm lost. Oh yeah, so oh yeah, Earthquake throws Hawk through the ropes. Then Typhoon runs into fucking Hawk's boot in the corner. Hawk comes off with a fucking elbow to back up to the top of the fucking noggin. Yeah, duck a line. There's a double line by Animal on the pair. There's a point in it where they fucking go outside, didn't they? Again, they were outside at the start, but they go in and they get the fucking chairs and shit, and
like goes through the table.
Yeah.
The ring up on like a fucking platform, innit? So the tables and stuff are kind of lower.
Right. Yeah.
So he tweaks him through this table that's kind of almost at floor level.
Right. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. He throws. Who goes through it?
Hawk.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is Hawk. Double drop kick on Earthquake. Double backdrop on
backbreaker thing, like like in a crossbody position, and then fucking Typhoon does the backbreaker, and
Oh
then
yeah,
lifts him up, keeps fucking going. That was really cool.
yeah, that is cool. I don't think I'd seen that. I
Well,
don't
that's
remember.
20 stone man, isn't it? That he's just
Yeah,
lifted up like it's fuck all.
yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
you can't give no push off that either, can you? That's all him, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I used to do something where fucking like I'd have him in that position and then give him a backbreaker and then like stand up as I've still got him. You know what I mean? In that position. But fuck me, the fucking like pressure on your legs. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? 'Cause you're effectively doing a
And that's,
fucking
that's like the strongest part of your body, isn't it? Your leg, really. So
yeah.
when you push with them, you've got more bollocks behind it. But when you've just got them by the arms, there's nothing else you can use. There's nothing to push off. There's nothing.
No,
And he's
that's it.
lifting him like it's fuck all.
Yeah, because I mean, I used to do it like I'd do the fucking backbreaker or like the rib breaker, or whatever, then stand back up. But like, and I used to keep like go down and up. I think fucking like Brock Lesnar's done it, and I think Animal as well. Like, look at like years ago, I'm sure he's done it. But like, I don't. I remember doing it and then going into like a fall away slam like after it. But like, I used to do it in training, like on fucking small guys, like you know what I mean, a lot smaller than what I am, and it fucking took it out of me. You know what I mean? So if you're doing it
Yeah.
on like them fucking big fuckers, like the strength in your fucking legs is like crazy, isn't it? Um. So anyway, yeah, towards the end, Hawk throws fucking Jimmy over the top onto Earthquake, doesn't he? And then they do
Yeah.
like the fucking heart attack finish, but from the top. And I don't think they were got fancying the fucking doomsday device on this one, were they?
Yeah, it was like half an heart attack, half a doomsday device, wasn't it? The finish.
Yeah, basically, yeah,
Um, it was them over Typhoon. Yeah, it was good to be fair. I'm not controversially, I'm not the biggest Road Warriors fan, but I really enjoyed that.
yeah. I'm not one of their biggest fans. In fact, yeah, I'm sure I would have put them in my top 20, but like I've just not that. Like I think the Road Warriors are unquestionably like the most they made the biggest impact out of any tag team in the history of wrestling. I feel like they were the most impactful of what they've done because there was nothing like it when they came along. And so with from that aspect, fucking total gods. I could never ever take that away from.
It's not just their style; it's the look as well, isn't it? The teams with the face paint, the fucking. I mean, they haven't always had those spikes, but those spikes are fucking legendary.
Yeah.
Just everything about them was unique.
Yeah, the whole fucking they like a lot of things, even like the little things like the fucking What a Rush and that, and their old music and everything. They made such an impact. But like match quality wise, there's just a lot of teams I'd rather watch than them, like
Yeah,
matches. But yeah, they're
it's
great.
not. It's not the fact they're terrible by any stretch. It's just
Oh
I
no,
don't think they're just not my cup of tea. Like,
that's the same. That's why I always prefer like I certainly prefer Demolition to them, and I was a big fan of Powers of Pain, who I'd probably like put up
yeah,
there as well. But yeah, no, they were great. Just but I do agree that they're not like one of my favorites. But
right. Do you want to do your second one while you're on?
yeah, my second one, like I say, I'm not sure what order these fucking go in, but right. So my first one was that one with right. The second one, where the fuck are we? Hang on, let me just find it here. Oh, my second one here. Yeah, their faces here. So it's not in order because my next match the heels again, but I'll do this one anyway. So their
Okay,
faces here, and they're against Bob Bradley and Barry Horowitz.
I've got that one as well.
Have you?
Yeah, I like Bob Bradley and Barry Horowitz, so that's why I chose this one.
Yeah, you can run through this one if you want, since I ran through the other.
Right.
But, yeah,
Do you know, out of all the four that I did, this was my favourite.
was it?
My
Yeah,
favourite because of Barry Horowitz, I think, because he fucking rocked in this. Bob
yeah,
Bradley was the original Battle Cat. Do you remember him?
yeah.
Before Grady Boone. Yeah, so Vince and Mr. Perfect are commentating,
All right.
So fucking Barry Horowitz showing off his muscles.
Yeah.
Typhoon shows his muscles.
Yeah.
Fucking straight, like Barry grabs the top wrist lock. Fucking he's flung off and he goes flying. Bill Alfonso's the referee. Barry offers a test of strength. Why you would possibly fucking think about doing this, but it's fucking brilliant. And then there's the old fucking Typhoon puts one arm up and the other arm up, and Barry can't reach, and he's fucking overselling that. It's brilliant. Barry is fucking brilliant in this. Anyway, he goes for the test of strength. Eventually, Barry's fingers are brought to the mat and then fucking stomped on. There's a Money Inc. promo at this point talking about getting their championships back because they're tag champs here, aren't they? Natural disasters.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Barry Horowitz grabs Typhoon's leg, and Typhoon's like, I ain't having fuck all to do with it. Fucking flings him. These tackles are fucking brilliant, and Barry Horowitz just goes, oh, just fucking shits the ropes and fucking points.
A sound effect that he's fucking doing.
He does a couple of them, and then the third one, Typhoon swings a line, Barry goes under it, crossbody catches, and then he does that sort of backbreaker, rib breaker, up and down thing again. And Barry's no little man. No. And then fucking in comes Bob Bradley, like a pissing ninja. Right? He's all over Typhoon in the corner, and he fucking doing the fucking double chops and all this gimmick. He tries to Irish whip Typhoon. Nothing happens. Typhoon ain't having fuck all to do with that. Sends him off. And then Earthquake's tagged in. There's quite a pop at this point. I don't know whether that's piped in or whether that's real, but it was a big pop. Big boot, elbow from Quake, and we're home. Elbow and the Quake, as in the Stampy Earthquake. But no, I fucking love Barry Horowitz in this. Pure class.
Very enjoyable match.
Yeah, there's nobody that he can't wrestle. Is there, Barry? He's great with everyone. He doesn't have shit matches.
No, he's one of them that we spoke about before, where he's like Mr. Reliable. You know, you just know that just put him on, whether he's on first match or second or whatever. Just put him on because you know that he's going to do the job. You know, he's do a great job. So.
On first with fucking, he could be on first match against fucking Bob Bradley, or last match against Hogan, and everyone will be fucking top quality. You know, any style, any you know, not a thing that man can't do. Brilliant. Yeah, you're next. So that was your second, weren't it?
That was my second. Right, let's see if you've done the fucking same one as this one. Here we go. My third match is against the Rockers.
No.
Okay, this it's not got the date or year or whatever, but I'm assuming it's not long before like the Rockers split up. Just because, you know, when they split up, they were going through a bit of tension, weren't they? They had these mishaps along the way and that, and towards the end, it's not so much a mishap, but it's like Michael's acting a bit of a twat, to be fair. But I'll run through it anyway. So Michael's
that'll probably be around the same time as the last one, because December 91 was the LOD, weren't it? So it couldn't have been far adrift that, you know.
Oh yeah.
The way, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, because that was the end of 91, but Sean was like heel Sean in January 92, weren't he?
There we go then. So it might have even been before LOD.
Because he was in the Royal Rumble 92, weren't he? I'm sure he was. Yeah. So yeah.
Said that, yeah. Yeah, because at WrestleMania of that year, he was on with Tito, wasn't he, as a villain?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go then.
Right, so Michaels and Typhoon start. Michael sleeps, caught in a bear hug pretty straight away, weren't it? Fucking bites Typhoon right on the fucking right on the head for a fucking break. There's a really good fucking Marty. Oh yeah, Marty fucking. You know that spot where you fucking jump over you like on the apron but jump over the top rope but like kick him on the way in kind of situation. You know what I mean? Yeah. Marty does that, but he's not legal. Jumps out, then he gets the fucking tag. Tie up. The tie up. Fucking Typhoon goes over and tag. He's still got Marty, I think. Tags Quake in. Oh yeah, I remember this spot now. Actually, it's pretty funny. So fucking they tie up, and I think fucking Typhoon gets Marty like in the corner, like in his corner. Fucking tags Quake, Earthquake in. Earthquake comes in, but like Marty's obviously a lot smaller than him, so like Earthquake comes in, and fucking before he knows it, Marty's just like snuck out and gone out the ring, like literally like under the bottom rope. He's like literally like Earthquake, and Earthquake's selling it like motherfucker. Like, you know, really like looking pissed off about it. And then it was pretty funny, actually. I'd never seen that. And then Marty comes in by fucking, you know, when you slide under the ropes, they come to the rope and he like slides under the rope through Quake's legs, switches the whip. He switches the whip. Marty ends up in the corner. Fucking Earthquake fucking runs at Marty. Marty moves out the way. Fucking Marty runs at fucking Earthquake. Earthquake moves out the way. But fucking that's the cut off on Marty, basically. Fucking KO'd. Marty's taking the heat. I actually think like Marty, you know, in 91 was fucking phenomenal. Like he was fucking brilliant. Like, you know, I know everyone like praises fucking Sean for everything he done. But in 1990-91, Marty was a fucking hell of a fucking performer.
I think they only praise Sean because of the position he was put in. Like, Marty never had a chance to be that big baby face that he could have been. No. Whereas Shawn Michaels was given the opportunity to be the big villain that he clearly could have, you know, he was able to do. You know, I don't think Marty's forgotten. He just didn't have the chance to be the fucking, you know, household name that Sean became. Otherwise, people will be blowing smoke up Marty's arse like he deserves.
Yeah, I mean, when people watch like the Rockers and stuff, I never ever, like if I watch Rockers matches, which I do, you know, fairly often, and that I'll never look at them and look at Sean as being the fucking star. Like, you know what I mean? No, like I never ever did. Like it was always the Rockers. Like I would never ever put one above the other. They were just a fucking great tag team, like to me, you know. But it gives Marty the heat. There is a pretty good spot as well. Like I'm trying to, during the heat actually, fucking, he does an elbow drop. Like Typhoon does an elbow drop on fucking Marty. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it's literally like the whole of Typhoon's like upper body literally like lands on Marty's face, like literally like an elbow drop, and it's like I don't know what the fuck, missed timing or miss fucking, you know, not much accuracy, but literally landed right in his face. And I was like, because I was like, at first I thought it was like a fucking senton bomb. I had to rewind it, and I was like, oh no, it was just an elbow drop, but like he caught him with everything but his fucking elbow. It was. And then then he does another one and fucking Marty gets the fuck out of the way. Like I don't know if it was meant to move, but he's like,
if it was
fuck
meant
that.
to or not, he was fucking out of there,
yeah. so yeah, Marty gets the fuck out there. He does like a couple rolls out the way as Typhoon's trying to grab him, and then fucking gets the tag to Michaels. There's a real good spot in the corner actually where Michaels is giving he's up on the buckles giving Typhoon the 10 punches to the head. As he's doing it, Earthquake's running in, but Michaels jumps backwards over him, you know what I mean? So he like leaps over him in midair, and fucking Earthquake runs and fucking squashes Typhoon in the corner, which is that's a pretty cool spot. Where do you go after there? Let me see. Okay, now hang on, I'm back on Bob Bradley there. Hang on, here we go. Fucking shitty little book. I thought I'm not paying £3 for one of them. I'll get a fucking notepad for £1. So, hang on.
You use fucking 4 times as much.
You what?
You use 4 times as much of that, Leland.
I know. I can't find my fucking pages. Hang on here.
Chalkboard. You just wipe it off.
You what?
Get a chalkboard and just wipe it off.
Yeah. It's a fucking good idea, that. I'll save loads of money. Right. There's a double noggin knocker from fucking, a double noggin knocker. So Marty and I think Michael's, I'm not sure where they're positioned, but they give him a fucking boom double heads. Marty, this is actually a cool spot, actually, if I remember how it goes. So Marty gets caught from the top. So let me just try and fucking envision how it went, because I remember watching this spot thinking that's pretty cool. And this kind of, I think, starts the fucking adds to the rift between Michaels and Jannetty. Like, so Michaels is fucking, he's in charge of Earthquake in the corner, giving him some fucking strikes and whatnot. While Typhoon goes to slam Marty. So fucking, like, yeah, so if you can imagine Michael's laying into Earthquake in the corner, while Typhoon grabs Marty, goes to slam him. Marty slides behind Typhoon and fucking drop kicks him in the back, but he runs into Michaels, who's with Earthquake in the corner. Right. You know what I mean? Squashes Michaels. And Michael's selling there is fucking brilliant. He's literally like he's been shot. Fucking brilliant. That kind of, adds to the rift a little bit between them. And then they do the Earthquake and Typhoon splashes for the win, like Earthquake's big splash and Typhoon's running splash. But yeah, that's basically the end of it. But it was really, really, really good. But it was definitely to add to the, because they're bringing out the stretcher for Shawn Michaels, and it wasn't like Shawn was giving like attitude to Jannetty. He was like telling the fucking paramedics and all that to fuck off, like throwing the stretcher out. They're like literally like a temper tantrum. Like didn't want any help type of situation. But yeah, that was the end of it. But it was a decent match though. It was fun.
Yeah, I suppose if he would have been carried out, that would have got him sympathy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
They didn't want it. They wanted mild heel heat sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you like. I wouldn't have thought of that. To be fair, I wouldn't have thought, oh, we'd get sympathy. But now you've said about the fucking temper tantrum, it makes sense.
It's the same as like, yeah, it's like what remember when fucking, I think it was Austin. I know it's this different situation because he was turning face, not heel, but obviously with a badass character, he was like. There's been times when they were trying to fucking get the paramedics and they'd end up getting fucking stunned or get the fuck out of here because it was like, they wouldn't take him out on a stretcher, would they? Even though his face.
That is the same kind of thing, but him being a hero rather than a fucking getting carried out, isn't it? Yeah. My last one is it's kind of cheating, but I still think it's legal. Superstars 1991 Earthquake versus Typhoon. Earthquake versus Tugboat.
Tugboat, yeah.
Yeah. Vincent Piper commentating, and they're on about last week they saw Hogan and Tugboat versus Dino Bravo and Earthquake.
Okay.
Which I'd quite like to find, to be fair. Shitload of tackles at the start. Quake with a line on Tugboat for the first one, on the third one rather. Fucking hell of a bumper, Tugboat. Right, fucking, like Quicken. Fucking Dynamite Kid, him. Shitload of chokes from Quake near the rope so Jimmy Hart can have a go. It's all Earthquake in the early part, like. Reverse the whip, Tugboat splash in the corner, squidge. Tugboat lines Quake. Quake goes back and he's caught in the ropes. Jimmy Hart gets up on the apron, but throws his megaphone while he's up there. Tugboat lifts up fucking Jimmy Hart by the neck, you know that, G. From behind, Quake with the megaphone straight in the back of the fucking Algin. Tugboat goes over because Quake gets DQ'd.
How long was that before they hooked up?
I don't know. There wasn't a date. It just says Superstars 91. Couldn't have been long though, could it?
No. 91.
But I don't know. It's hard to say because would they have done that fucking finish if they were soon going to be teaming? Why would you hit your future tag partner over the head with a, excuse me, with a megaphone? I don't know. But yeah, it was very simple, but told the little story, and Tugboat went over, so he's, you know, strong baby face. And Earthquake didn't really lose; he just got caught with the fucking cheating. So that was good all round. You got one more?
Yeah, I got one more. This one is from October '92. Their faces again. Tag title match against Money Inc. In fact, it's the actual match where Money Inc. win the titles.
Right.
Have you seen this match?
Is it on a video?
It's on what? Sorry,
I'm sure it's on one of the Coliseum, what's it called, Silver Vision videos.
it might be. It was quite a weird finish, really. Not weird as in like weird, but just weird. It was just a bit different because it was fairly clean, like Money Inc. going over, like which I was a bit surprised about. But I'll run it by you. First of all, the Nasty Boys come down. They're having some heat with fucking Jimmy or something. So I'm thinking the story goes, from what I can tell. So fucking the natural disasters of right. So the natural disasters of faces here. The champs against Money Inc. Now I'm guessing Jimmy Hart had a fucking some sort of contract, like or whatever, and the Nasty Boys wanted that match, so they come down and start kicking off with Jimmy Hart or something about it. And then Jimmy Hart's like fucking offering some cash or something like that. But the Nasty Boys end up fucking like kicking up a stink, and it gets a bit violent.
Like the contract would have said Jimmy Hart's team, and he chose the natural disasters.
Yeah, right. No, Jimmy Hart is with Money Inc. So,
I see.
Yeah. So it's like a title shot, but I think the Nasty Boys wanted it or something because they're with Jimmy Hart as well. But he's chose Money Inc. to go for the belts, and Nasty Boys are like, well, fuck you. This should be our match, kind of thing. That's what I think the beef is about. So that's what happens. So they come down anyway, and they get into a bit of a ruckus with natural disasters. And it's quite weird because during it, they get thrown out the ring. IRS is there like selling his knee, like with an injured knee. But then, like when the actual match does start, the knee injury is not even like significant. It's not like he faked the injury and trying to trick them. It's not like his knee's really injured because he's not selling it. So maybe he actually legit hurt it and it was just okay not long after. Or so, you know what I mean? But
just a bit of a stinger.
Yeah, because as soon as the match starts, it's just all gone. There's no more selling of it. There's no more mention of it. So whether he legitimately hurt it and then it was just all right, I don't know. But yeah, I thought that would have played into what was going on, but it didn't. So anyway, yeah. So the fucking dominating fucking Ted DiBiase like early on with some fucking squashes in the corner and stuff. Typhoon goes for the fucking big splash. IRS grabs his foot, and that's the cut off basically. Gives like Typhoon the heat. Where he? Oh yeah, I have put his knees okay now. So I don't know, like
Rosie, yeah.
He's put some of that fucking deep heat on it, hasn't he? But yeah, it's IRS goes for a suplex on fucking Typhoon. There's only one way this is going to end, isn't there? So but it's just a reversal, and that goes into the double down for the hot tag. Quakes in on fucking Ted. Atomic drop on IRS, who goes out of the ring. And then all of a sudden the head shrinkers come down to the ring. They got some beef with something. I'm a bit lost by this point. They're coming down. Double whip to the corner on Quake. I still don't know why head shrinkers are here. Oh, fucking Earthquake actually takes a fucking hell of a bump. You ever watch this match? Double whip to the corner on Earthquake, who goes over the fucking top. Like literally over the fucking top rope and fucking cracks his head on the fucking, I think the rails actually. Yeah, right into the rails. How he took that fucking bump on, I never know. But brilliant it was.
I don't think I have seen it. don't remember all this other teams hoo-ha.
Right, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, then not long after that, fucking like Quake's fucked up from the right going head first into rails. It looked really good. I thought he was gonna fucking blade, to be fair, because it looked such a good fucking, ram into the rails. Anyway, back in the ring, there's $1 million dream on fucking Earthquake on it for ages and ages and ages and ages. And I'm thinking, all right, he'll be all right, he'll be all right. But nah, he fucking his arm drops for the 3. And we got new tag belts, new tag champs. And
No,
fucking
you wouldn't expect that, would you? 2 villains beating 2 massive men. Clean.
yeah, it was weird. I don't know. Like,
If
even
anyone could do it, Ted could, though. Let's be fair.
well, he is the fucking man, to be fair, isn't he? So
Yeah.
but yeah, so I was shocked by that, like the outcome. But the match itself was decent though. It was enjoyable, and like I never really watched matches from like 91, 92 that I don't enjoy, even if they're not fucking like what you'd call a classic fucking masterpiece. I just love that era. Like they're
Yeah.
enjoyable. It's the characters, isn't it? Like you get 2 fucking wild characters. It don't matter if the match
Which
is a
is
bit.
exactly what these 2 were, weren't they? You know what I mean? I mean, they were both great individually as well.
Yeah.
I think I've seen more. Like I'd not seen a lot of Tugboat because it was before I had Sky. So that kind of period. But then the next door neighbours used to tape wrestling for me because they had Sky. But that wasn't
Yeah.
until '92, so he was Tugboat by then.
Typhoon.
He was Typhoon by then,
Yeah,
rather,
yeah.
yeah. So I didn't really see a great deal of Tugboat. So that was cool. It was nice to watch that. I've seen bits on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah,
I saw more of fucking Typhoon when he was US Steel in Florida because that used to show that in the middle of the night on ITV.
All right.
GDP used to manage him. So,
Oh,
I've seen more of him do that than I have Tugboat, which is fucking odd for, a common or garden wrestling fan like me.
oh,
Yeah, like fucking great. You can't fault him, really, can you?
No. Brilliant.
Monday we're doing One Man Gang, Akeem.
Yeah.
Wednesday doing Portland, your territory pick. Next Friday is my tag team day, and I'm going to do the same as I did with Jack Victory. When a Jack Victory and any partner, I'm going to pick Anderson and any partner.
Who?
Arn Anderson.
It's funny you say that. I was gonna fucking not pick him. I was gonna, yeah, legit. I was actually gonna. It crossed my mind because my tag is like the week after, and I swear I was gonna do the same thing. So I wasn't gonna because I've got my tag team for the week after, but it crossed my mind to do like it was a brief thought like Arn Anderson and anyone because I know he's tagged with fucking 101 fucking people.
Yeah,
So
I mean, fucking Ole, Tully, Bobby Eaton, Larry Zabisco, probably other members of the Dangerous Alliance. People before that, before he got to NWA, like he tagged with Pat Rose in Southeastern, Jerry Stubbs. Fucking, his list is endless, but every fucking team that Arn's in is fucking brilliant, isn't it?
yeah, he's one of them fucking. He's always in the argument of like the greatest tag team wrestler of all time. He's up there, and when you think about everyone, because he wasn't really
Him
in
and Bobby as a team, I think, are the 2 best tag team wrestlers in one tag team.
Yeah, so you put them together and fucking
fucking dream, innit? But yeah, so on and anyone next Friday. Bouting.
Yeah.
One Man Gang, Akeem, Crusher Broomfield, Monday.
I'm looking forward to that one.
See peeps then.